Oh, here we go. I want to watch this. How do we watch this?
You're going to have to go down there.
All right, I'm going to go drink it.
Gosh, the kick-act is because it makes me think of the city in football.
Yes.
He's got a book, ladies and gentlemen. He's got... Okay.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome into the Super Bowl Brief. I'm your host, Blake Jones.
Okay.
It's the Super Bowl, Super Bowl 59, Kansas City versus Philadelphia. Hard to imagine two bigger white trash cities. Not sure if you heard the news or not, but the winner of this game actually gets to reopen their Red Lobster location so their fans can once again feel like they're fine dining.
All right, yeah.
Hope you're enjoying this halftime performance. If you've noticed, the last few halftime performers at the Super Bowls are like cornerbacks in the NFL. White people just apparently aren't good enough anymore. But hope isn't gone just yet. The Eagles have a white corner, safety, and running back playing in today's game. A white male hasn't been this excited watching a Super Bowl since that Danica Patrick ad.
That was mostly for white guys.
The only thing that would have made that pop more for the middle-aged white man is if she took her top off inside a big green egg.
I do like that.
But really, the talk of the town this week, as you can see on the screen, is the Luka trade. And while we've talked about it all week, we failed to realize that this will be LeBron's toughest test yet. Luka, Austin Reeves, Bronny. LeBron trying to win with two whites and his son is like a turned-down movie plot for the latest Uncle Drew movie. And LeBron would know. He's a noted film director. You may remember his Space Jam 2 creation that was released in 2021. His next piece is set to release this summer. It's called White Men Actually Cannot Jump, the 2025 Los Angeles Lakers. But they can somehow dribble and score, something his son can't do. Calm down. Don't have a heart attack on us, Bronny.
Whoa!
Did you see how unhappy Luka is sitting next to Rob Pelinka? I was thinking that someone hasn't been that unhappy sitting next to Rob Pelinka since the last time somebody sat next to Rob Pelinka.
It's like people don't like him.
Right. And you know what's bad? You know what's bad when the other local teams are surprised by your move? In fact, Jerry Jones, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, called the move shocking, unbelievable, deplorable. You know, the same thoughts he had in Little Rock in 1957 watching black kids walk into his high school. Similar response from the Texas Rangers, which as a Mavs fan should really make you feel terrible, because they saw Matt Bush crush a guy's head with his car and thought he could be a bullpen arm for our World Series run. But don't worry, he's cleaned his life up since then.
Hey, give the guy... well, I'm probably out to defend Matt Bush.
And the Dallas Stars... who am I kidding? Nobody gives a shit about hockey. But seriously, Mavs fans are so down bad after the breakup with Luka that I can feel Pete Davidson's dick right around the corner. It's just lurking, throbbing right behind us. Speaking of Pete Davidson, you could say this is Mavs fans 9/11. And what I mean by that is both were inside jobs by the organization, both were controlled demolitions of assets, and both made people want to jump out of a building. I mean, Luka was a menace. On the court, he was ours, and other fan bases hated him. Thunder fans could not stand him. A white hadn't done that much damage in OKC since Timothy McVeigh.
Could have been worse.
But Luka's gone, and we've got a guy with a unibrow who loves impractical jokers. The only thing that would make Dan and Jake hate him more is if he was I love my wife guy or had a British accent. But they'll be back, because they could never become Lakers fans. Their games start way too late.
Ooh.
In other news, it was good seeing Soroy and Danny at our remote on Friday. Soroy, it must be noted, is attempting to be the first man to achieve exactly nothing on a 12-month severance package. If Mike could have just accomplished one thing for every pound he gained in the last year, he'd be Time Magazine's Person of the Year. And Danny, so happy for Danny. He was only given a 3-month severance, but is still hanging on. In fact, he looks great. He's never looked happier in his life, which just goes to show you can be jobless, womanless, and really bring no value to anything or anyone, and still be happier and more content in life than having to do a show with Bob Stern.
Holy shit!
All right, let's get back to the game, and inevitably more T-Swizzle in the second half, which is a really weird combo for a relationship. Travis Kelce is such a big dude, football player. Taylor Swift, a thin musician, a guitar. I haven't seen a skitty digit attack a big piece of meat like that since I saw that video of Carissa Thompson fingering herself. Thank you, everybody. This has been a Beehive production.
Hey, okay, yeah. It's got a graphic. It's got a graphic.